Hey guys, excuse my parents, first of all. I just got through running about, I think probably did 5-6 miles today. And as you can see, I have my Gray Soleil cap on. This kind of keeps my hair from drying out, getting tangled, because I noticed that when I would run with my hair out, the environment gets to it, which adds to just a lot of the pollutants getting on my hair. I wanted to avoid that. And another thing is that I noticed that I dealt with a lot of tangles after a run if I didn't have this on. So I started wearing this to kind of help along with keeping my hair free from tangles and also keeping the moisture in. And as you can see, I am sweating profusely, and I love a good sweat. The circulation that's built up does help with hair growth. So I'm not even complaining about a little sweat because it goes a long way. So today I wanted to take you through my routine, my wash routine. Today I'm going to take this off, and as you can see, this is like an old braid out, and this is what my hair looks like. It looks like what it's looking like. And this is kind of how I wear it for work normally. It's usually a little neater than this, but this is old, and I tend to go through this braid out during the week, and I do refresh each day. It does help. My edges are now, as you can see, growing back a lot because I've been losing a lot of my edges. So castor oil has helped me in more ways than I could even imagine. So for this wash routine, what I'm going to do is normally I do a pre-poo. I always do pre-poo, and it's usually with oils, but today I wanted to do a protein treatment. And I have a protein treatment already here on my YouTube channel. You can check it out. I'll also include the link in the description box, but I'll also kind of post it wherever, here or here. You can see it. It looks like this. It's usually green. I actually already got through doing my kids' hair, so it's the three of us today, and this is what's left, all for me. As you can see, it's nice and green. You can use eggs, avocado, banana. I have a whole recipe there. Today I didn't put the egg in, but avocado does have some protein in it, so hey, it counts. There's also some honey. I put some olive oil. You can use any oil you want. Even castor oil is good. I love castor oil, by the way. So I am going to get started. So I am gonna put my hair in sections. There's really no clear-cut way to do this. I'm just gonna section my hair and add this concoction that I made to my hair. So, and I usually just put it all over. You can do it on dry hair. Today I'm just doing it on dry hair. You can wet it if you want. My hair is already wet from all this, but anyway. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on here. And I like to really coat my hair strands, okay? So my routine normally on a week-to-week basis, I put in sort of like a pre-poo with all kinds of oils. I usually use like castor oil. I'll use baobab oil, olive oil, just to kind of start on fresh hair, fresh detangled hair. I usually go through like a light finger detangling process, and I kind of start at the ends like this and kind of work my way up. And my hair is pretty, semi-detangled. And there's really no science to this. You kind of do what works for you. My hair is fine. It's coarse. It has a lot of kinks and coils. I would define my hair as 4C. I know some people are like, don't define your curls. Define meaning don't categorize it. Some people are against that. I'm not. I just find that it's easy for, somebody with my type of hair to see what I do and what works for me, and maybe that may work for them, So as you can see, I spend a lot of time on each section. So I'm just gonna twist this to get it out of the way. And I do get some shed hair, not much, but I just feel like my hair is in desperate need of something conditioning. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay. I'll show you what I have later, but that's the first little section. So now I'm just going to grab another section. And I don't skimp. This is like homemade stuff. A lot of what I use is stuff that I make myself when it comes to conditioning, you know. Shampoos, you know, I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those naturals that, you know, try a million products. I just can't. I realize with my sensitive skin, I'm extremely, extremely sensitive, right? And there's only some shampoos that I can use. I can't use a lot of shampoos. I don't even bother. So as you, oops, I dropped a little bit. It's okay. It's all good. Oh. So as you can see, I'm just gonna twist, and whatever I have left, you know, I just kind of take it out and set it aside. I also like to keep track of how much hair is shed. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. My edges are really coming back. I have thin edges naturally to begin with anyway, but I've been really keeping track of making sure that I that I just keep this area moisturized. I go extra. I go real extra with this side, with my edges during the week. And I focus on moisturizing every day. And everyone's hair kind of needs different things at different times. And that's another reason why I like to find out, like, you know, if I come across a 4C natural, I know, okay, what she does may really work for me, you know, versus like a type 4 natural. She may just moisturize once a week and that's enough for her. And I that will not work for me at all. I tried it. It doesn't. My hair still breaks. So for me, moisture is never enough. So I find myself wetting my hair every single day. And these sections are probably how I'm going to shampoo and condition my hair. I usually do it in sections as much as my hair is getting thicker and fuller, it's needed. So I'm gonna do the back. Probably gonna go through another couple sections. And the longer my hair gets, the more sectioning I need. Look at that. All right. This is a lot. Oh, I hope it doesn't like fly on my clothes back there. I'm in my closet. This is the only peace and quiet I get. If I leave this room, you'll hear all kinds of stuff. You probably hear them stomping upstairs. Okay. Okay, so this is another section. I just find that I'd say once a month I do this. I try to. I'm always deep conditioning my hair, but I just feel like I need a little bit of added something, you know, just in case. And I also find that because I don't necessarily detangle my hair every day. I think I go through a detangling process once a week, and that's when I shampoo my hair. So, you know, you may see some of the shed hairs and think, oh my God, that's like so much hair. But for me, it's actually not, because the last time I detangled my hair was about a week ago. So this is the back. Let me do a quick length check. Oh, it hasn't grown that much. I find myself also cutting all the time. like not cutting, but doing sort of like a search and destroy, you know, because I find that with 4C hair, you get a lot of these, you know, straggly type of ends, and I find myself always cutting at something because sometimes the shed hairs get caught on one another. This is what my hair looks like after I put all of it in. And as you can see, these are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 different sections. I'm going to take one of these caps. If you also have one of those silver caps that lock in your natural body's heat, that's also good. Otherwise, you can put one of these on. You can sit under the dry if you want for a little bit, but I'm just going to have this sit for about maybe half an hour. I have the kids also, their hair is sitting for about a half an hour. Through finger detangling, this is how much hair that's come back. And I imagine I may have a little bit more once I get through the wash process, the wash and condition process, because I am gonna rinse this all out, and I'll also show you that as well, just so you could see what my routine is really looking like, what I do pretty much every week. Again, the only difference is that this week, this is more of a protein treatment. Normally my pre-poo involves like essential oils like tea tree oil. As a matter of fact, I probably should have put a little tea tree oil, peppermint oil, but today I didn't. I just kind of mix it up as I go. But normally that's what I use on a weekly basis. And then I just proceed with my shampoo and condition process. So I'm going to let this sit for a little bit, for about a half an hour or so, and then I'll take you through my shampoo process. I've already rinsed out the first section. The conditioner is out of my hair, and now I'm just going to lather up, and I work in sections. It's a lot easier to do with my type of hair because it just gets so tangled if I try to do everything at once. And another thing, it's much harder to rinse out if I don't do it this way. So now I'm just going to braid up that first section before moving on to the next section. And yes, I have to keep the water running. I know it seems like I'm wasting water, but this is the only way to do this. So I'm just rinsing out the conditioner and making sure that everything is out. And the good thing is when I do these DIY conditioners, I just make sure that it's on the smoothest setting, meaning that there's no pulp or anything left behind. So I do this because it's so much easier to rinse out. Back in the day, I used to actually mash it by hand and then try to make it as smooth as possible, and never came out right. So if you do have a nice blender at home, one of those NutriBullets or something, it does have a setting that allows you to do that. So now I'm taking a little bit of shampoo, and I only use, I'd say, less than a dime size amount because I get a good lather in this way. I don't need to oversaturate my hair with shampoo. It just kind of suds on its own.
Okay, so now I'm done with the shampoo process and I'm going to rinse out my hair while it's in the braids. I do this again in sections because it's so much easier and I want to make sure that I rinse out each section evenly and that there's no shampoo that gets left behind. So now I'm going to condition in sections. So each braided section I'm going to unravel one by one and I'm going to rinse out my hair and then add in the conditioner. And this step allows me to detangle my hair. So in this case, I'm going to be using a brush. You can get this anywhere. This is the Felicia Leatherwood brush. I love the brush. It detangles my hair without pulling out my hair. So once I grab each section, again, I rinse out, add in the conditioner, and then I'm just going to go through and gently detangle, first using my fingers, and then I'll, in this case, use a brush and start from the tips and work my way up to the root. And I always keep track of my shed hair. So when you combine the shed hair that I have after conditioning as well as the pre-poo process, I'm happy with that amount. It's pretty much normal. And then I just go through rinsing my hair out. And then I just continue with my usual styling process. I did my usual braid out, and I'm just separating and fluffing my hair. And this is how I wear my hair pretty much every day. This has become my work do. So I feel nice, it's healthy, and I'm good to go.